Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And, of course, they're looking forward to the return of Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, that is really tough, Kevin. You never like to hear the sound of that. They're going to miss him, and by all indications, they're going to miss him for a long time. That was the exact opposite of the news they wanted to hear.
And it does. You're right. Sound like a long road ahead for him to get back on the court. But listen, he's a pro. You know he'll do everything in his power to get back as quickly as possible.
Now Dragic. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Sacramento. Taj Gibson is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Dragic. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Inside, Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. There's the bucket. Good. Westbrook's got his first basket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Cousins dishes to Gibson to the right side. Here's Fournier. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the Kings pick up two. Montianis kicks to Westbrook, feeds it to Kanter, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Kanter's got his second basket of the night. Thunder on D. 4-point game. Gay drives in from 13. No luck. Great D that time from Durant. Well, Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Montianis sends a screen for Durant.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Rockets with some nice D.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Pass to Gibson. It's deflected. Here's Primetime. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Now here's Gay. 4-point game. Left side, Gibson puts it up from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Primetime, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
Here's Primetime, following the score by Taj Gibson. Here's Primetime. The shot, no good. The Kings trail by 3. Gay with it, guarded now by Durant. Gay can't hit.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's the dish to Durant. There's a screen by Montianis. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's Sacramento. To the wing on the left. Gibson with it. Now defended by Primetime. Gay. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Cousins. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Primetime. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Here's Fournier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Good on the shot.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Pass to Primetime. Modiunas against Gibson. Outside Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And Sacramento with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And no one expected them to win that game per se, but no excuse for the way that one ended up.
You know, it perhaps could serve as a rallying point for him, Greg. I mean, sometimes after a big loss like that, it can be a catalyst or a wake-up call for the locker room.
Now here's Westbrook. Another key contributor to that nice win against the Lakers. Durant, that's good.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
The Kings trail by 6. Dragic kicks to Gay. Back to Dragic. Fournier for 3. The offensive rebound. Gibson got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Dragic. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Then for the Kings, Lance Thomas comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Collison in for Fournier. Now here's Durant. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Now Collison following Durant's three-point attempt. Outside Collison. Lets it go from 11, and the shot is good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat. He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Primetime. 8 points for him. It's taken away by Collison. Cousins with a screen on Westbrook. Down low. And there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Collison. Cousins has got the game tied up here for the Kings. Now here's Westbrook. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Durant, the pass to Modiunas, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Roberson, he's checked in for Durant. Sacramento also making some changes. Forbes checked in, and it's Mills in for Goran Dragic. Here's Primetime. Forbes with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. On that one, they were there.
Collison kicks to Mills. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And the Kings lead by 1. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The shot's good from Primetime.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Mills kicks to Collison. The feed now to Forbes. Upside Thomas. Passes to Collison. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, Cousins. Forbes dishes to Collison. And he's good on the 3-ball. Collison's got 5.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Now here's Westbrook. Thomas with the steal. He feeds it to Collison. From 18 feet away. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And now a 4-point Kings lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Kings?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. And it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Here's Cousins. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Here's Primetime. He's got 10. Westbrook passes to Primetime. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Westbrook. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. The drive by Collison. Thomas kicks to Mills. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Collison with it. Westbrook picks him up. Dishes it to Mills. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Kevin, it's still early on in the season, but let's take a moment to see where they sit right now. First in assists. First in field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively. Playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Here's Sacramento. They're on a 19-7 run. Temple dishes to Collison. He kicks it to Temple. A 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
23 seconds left to play here in the first. Up top, Mills. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Tries from 10, and it's off the back rim. No good. From deep, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Sacramento. They're up by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
More
And Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant for Oklahoma City. Monty Eunice is checked in for Cantor. Bogdanovich comes in for Roberson. Primetime's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Rudy Gay, also Evan Fournier out there, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Collison, and it's Stone in at the 2 spot. The Kings shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Now here's Westbrook.
Blocking foul, calls side out. That's his first personal foul, 3rd team foul.
Here's Primetime, 12 points for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And the basket by Collison.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Thunder trailing by 16. Here's Primetime. To the middle. Fournier pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Stone kicks to Gay. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Thunder. And a change for the Kings. Thomas is checked in.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Who can rebound with the big boys. Freak number 1.
And a 2-guard who's as prolific a rebounder as he is a rare breed in the NBA. You usually don't expect it from an off guard, but he's a big contributor on the glass.
And it's not just the athleticism, Greg, but it's his knack for playing in the post. He understands angles and how to get position down there. I mean, he really looks comfortable in the paint. As a matter of fact, he looks as comfortable in the paint as he does on the perimeter.
Here's Bogdanovich. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. The shot's good from Primetime.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
Stolen by Westbrook. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He finished with 36 points and was just filling up the stat sheet every way he could, coming away from the contest with a 5-by-5. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Now, here's Collison. 11 points in the game. Here's Mills. Got a hand on it. The pass to Westbrook. Kicks it to Harrell. There's a screen by Monty Eunice. Back to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. That's good. Harrell's got his first points of the night.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Kings leading now by 13. And here's Collison. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Here's prime time, and that one is stuffed right through.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Mills can't hit.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And stolen by Cousins. Moving it up. Looking to end his cold spell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Thunder. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Sacramento. They're 5 spots away.
And you know, for the Thunder, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
Collison's shot is good.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Prime time, the pass to Motiejunas. Here's the screen. Off the pick. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The drive by Collison. Motiejunas with the steal. Look at that
jam. Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Sacramento leading by 16. 1:37 left to play in the first half. Collison dishes to Cousins. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Motiejunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Westbrook against Collison. Westbrook kicks to Harrell. And the rejection by Cousins. And now Collison pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets it to go. Collison's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
And Westbrook, here we go. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True. Their turnovers are piling up in this quarter.
Now here's Collison. A floater. That's good. Collison's got 20.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Thomas with the ball. He dishes it to Collison. Out to the right wing. Cousins, no one around him. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And the shot is good from prime time.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Westbrook against Collison. Feeds it to Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 5th assist in this one.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Kings lead by 20. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, obviously things have not gone your way to this point, at least through the first 2 quarters. How are you guys going to get back in this one?
Well, it's a game of runs, right? They came out strong, got hot from the floor, which allowed them to build this lead. But I think we'll be able to make a run of our own when we come out of half. Guess we'll see.
Let's hope you have time to cover it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
All right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the least. Let's learn from what happened and make the second half a different story. First of all, let's buckle down on D. Fight through those screens and get a hand in their face when they're shooting. They've had a lot of open looks in that half. And the points we've gotten in the paint have been a huge factor as well. Let's keep pounding it down low. And when we get the ball, we can look to start the break if it's there for us. But I don't want to push it just because we have some ground to make up. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
So far in the game for prime time, 25 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Prime time in a two-guard. Enes Kanter is out there with Monty Eunice. Then it's Durant, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's prime time. Kanter, the pass to prime time, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gibson with the screen on Westbrook. Dragic kicks to Cousins. It's deflected. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's prime time. Gay with the block. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 14 points here for Cousins. Uses both hands to slam it down.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Dragic dishes to Fournier. For 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
The Thunder have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. First free throw is good. Monty Eunice drops both of them. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Fournier passes to Dragic.
Hey, Rudy.
Gay outside. Outside Gibson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic from outside. Thunder with the rebound. Primetime's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Over to the left wing. There's the 3. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Dragic. Cousins with a screen on Westbrook. And Fournier kicks to Cousins. Dragic with a wide open look. Again, Dragic missing. Thunder trailing by 21. There's the triple. Shot's good from Primetime. Primetime's got 32 points in the game.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Dragic kicks to Fournier. Monty Eunice grabs the miss. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. No good from primetime. Kings leading now by 18. Dragic kicks to Cousins. Fires from deep. No luck, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. They host the Clippers after this game, and that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Here's primetime. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Westbrook. Can't hit. Great D that time from Gibson. Sacramento's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand. The most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good. And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for prime time? He's averaging 46 points, 8 rebounds, and over 2.5 steals. Putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here is Durant after Rudy Gay's bucket, and that one's good. 6 points for Kevin Durant. Here's Fournier, 11 points in the game. Outside Dragic. The 3, and Fournier is good for 3. Fournier's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Kings.
Durant.
Here's primetime. 32 points in the game, and the baseline jumper no good. Outside Dragic. Pass to Fournier. The dish now to Cousins. Just 3 to shoot, and again it's Sacramento converting.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Down low, and Kanter throws it down.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Sacramento leading by 23. They get a hand on it. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And that one's good. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Dragic dishes to Gibson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 14 points here for Taj Gibson. Thunder trailing by 21.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's primetime. He's got 34. And Robertson kicks to Durant. Down low. Here's primetime. Can't get it to fall.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Dion Waiters checked in for the Thunder. Sacramento also making some changes. Forbes checked in, and Garrett Temple subbed in for Taj Gibson. Gay a screen on Waiters. And Fournier kicks to Forbes, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Here's primetime. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Collison.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Kings leading now by 20. Pass to Forbes. Rudy Gay on the wing. And the Thunder making a change here. Chalmers is checked in. Then for the Kings, Thomas checked in for Gay. Dennis Mills in for Evan Fournier. For a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
A drive by Collison. Got a piece of it. And here we go with Raiders. Running it up the court. The shot's good from Primetime.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Kings. Thunder on D. Shoots from 14. The shot's good. Collison making the play. 18 points here for Cousins. Thunder trailing by 18.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Primetime. He has 38 in the game. That misses off the backboard. Left side Collison. The feed to Cousins. Great look there, but off target. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Durant, here we go. To the paint. Here's Primetime. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Darren Collison. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Guys, one of the themes in this game has been how much of their scoring has come off turnovers.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Passes it to Mills. Thomas, a screen on Durant. Here's Mills. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Mills has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Thunder trailing by 18. Here's Primetime, and he has 42. The baseline J, rebounded by Temple.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that.
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Outside Collison. 1:51 left in the 3rd. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Collison's got 22 points.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Primetime, covered by Mills. This is to Cantor. He feeds it to Durant. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Enes Kanter.
Looking star on the court. It's your Thundergirls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
1:16 left here in the third quarter. Now the pass to Mills from the arc. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Primetime. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We've seen Darren Collison getting it done. 22 points and 7 assists. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
Collison hits them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
There's the screen. Here's Primetime. And Thomas with the block. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Mills has got the ball. Stolen by Chalmers. Here's Primetime. That drops. Primetime's got 48.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Outside Collison. Here's Cousins. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Kings on top, up by 16. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Thunder trailing by 16, and a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Taj Gibson is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Dragic, and it's Stone in at the shooting guard. Here's Roberson. He kicks to Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Durant. Goes back up. And it's Westbrook missing.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Primetime. Good on the shot. Primetime's got 50 points.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Kicks it to Gay. Fades and shoots. And the Kings check on 2 more.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Monty Eunice passes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Primetime. He dishes it to Monty Eunice. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot's good from Primetime.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's Dragic with the drive. Rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's yet to make an impact from the field, but his team is taking care of business.
Fournier dishes to Stone. They set the screen. Here's Dragic. Dragic with another miss.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Gay sets the pick for Dragic. Feeds to Fournier. Here's Stone, and the shot is good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Thunder trailing by 16. Primetime, the pass to Durant. Westbrook against Dragic. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. They grab their own miss. Durant dishes to Moniunas. Pass to Primetime. It's Durant on the wing. Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Primetime. Outside Durant. Fires the three. Changes up. And Gibson sends it back. And Fournier kicks to Stone. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stone's got 4 points this quarter.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Here's Primetime. Shot's good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Sacramento leading by 16. Dragic the pass to Stone. Back to Dragic. Here's Gay, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Looking at the numbers for Rudy Gay, 8 rebounds, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Cantor checked in for Roberson. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Sacramento. Thunder have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Westbrook. And there's the pass to Primetime. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Westbrook with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Westbrook against Dragic. Screen by Cousins. Outside Dragic. Cousins with a screen for Dragic. To the inside. No good from Cousins.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Primetime. A second chance effort. And scoring with the play inside is Cantor.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Cousins. Now the dish to Fournier. From downtown. And he gets it to go. Fournier's got 19 points.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it.
It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Here's Gay. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Now Westbrook.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Primetime. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 62 points for Freak.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Screen by Cousins. Fournier dishes to Cousins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
How about the night Cousins is having? He's got 10 rebounds, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Thunder trailing by 18. Westbrook lays it up and in off a pretty assist.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Dragic with it. Westbrook picks him up. Cousins with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Dragic from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Moniunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Gay kicks to Gibson. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Kings. Kings leading now by 18. Inside, here's Gay. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That free throw good from Gay.
Taking 2 shots.
Rudy Gay hits them both. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's prime time. Out to the right wing. There's a screen by Cantor. Clock at 6. Moniunas passes to prime time. It's Westbrook with the drive. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Cousins dishes to Gibson. Count the bucket. And the Kings lead by 20.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Westbrook against Collison. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Sinks the 15-footer. Kings leading now by 18. Collison the pass to Cousins. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
The Thunder shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. To the left wing. Here's prime time. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Collison kicks to Fournier. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Cousins has got 20.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
To the left side wing. Gibson with the steal. Now here's Collison. Down low. Here's Cousins. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Inside. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got 4 assists now tonight.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Moniunas a screen on Collison. The feed to Cantor. And stolen by Cousins. Collison with it. Westbrook picks him up.
Get out on Rudy.
Durant against Gay. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Gates got 8 here in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Kings.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus.
The 2K Sports postgame show.